it that who is doing?
You, of course.
The cat?
Yes, the cat.
You're actually asking the cat?
Yeah.
How are you asking the cat? Because the cat's at the other table about to jump on the table. So
Oh, I thought it was at our table.
No, she's gonna jump up on their table. Sorry.
Oh, okay. But I'm just watching. I mean,
So
I'm not gonna go over there. That cat doesn't belong to me.
Alright.
I am going to come over with my flagon of mead, I guess,
Okay.
and slam it down on the table while grabbing the cat by its tail.
I thought I was bad to animals.
It's Sladric, or whatever. She'll get over it.
Alright. Well, the cat is primed to jump and whatnot, so I'm gonna have you make a dexterity roll.
Okay. I don't know how to do this one here. Crap. Hold on. Sorry, it wasn't as ready as I thought it was.
That's okay.
Search dust.
Search.
What? Dice bag. I don't know where it is. It might be in the black duffel bag by the bed. Yeah, okay. Where it is.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Hello, mysterious strangers. Anyways.
I am not at my house, so everything is bloody.
That's okay.
There's dice.
By the way, for anyone that is having issues with that kind of stuff, I always forget to do this. There's an online dice roller just in case.
There we go.
I know we have the roll 20 dice roller, but it's always good to have those kind of things handy, I find, if, you know, things are happening.
17 plus, I believe, 2.
Alright, let's see how well a cat could do. Actually, speaking of, where's my freaking... I had her as a cat list somewhere, now where did it go?
No, I'm still a cat, just an elf. Disguised as a cat.
Well, no, I actually had her stats as a cat somewhere. So, one second here. Because, yeah.
And now...
That's not what I want to do. I think, what was it? So you got a 19?
Yeah.
Sladry, well, cat Sladry is poised. She has that little cat, like, pushing down bit going, like where it's about to spring, and just as she's about to launch off, you reach down, grab her by the tail, and it's a very quick up and thump right against the ground. She turns on you very briefly, just giving you, well, a very cat glare.
Oh, God. Just wanted to say sorry earlier. I've got a flagon of mead that I just wanted to drop off on your table. Have a nice day. I'm gonna take care of this cat. She's been at everybody's throats, I swear. This is like the third time she's trying to jump on somebody's table. I'll see you gents later. Yeah. Just gonna go take the pussy out.
Alright, so you pick the cat up. The people around the table, there's a bunch of different ones there. Like, there's dwarf and elf and human, and you think you might see a halfling in there, but they're kind of like eye level to the table, so you're not sure if it's a halfling or a gnome. And they kind of just all watch you, and it's like, okay, thank you for dropping off the mead. Is that your cat?
No, she's a stray. She's been around for a little bit. I've just been watching her, and yeah, she for some reason likes to jump on tables and drink other people's beer. So she's been wasted for like 2 hours. But anyway, I'll take care of her. I'll see you later, I guess.
Yeah, thanks for the drinks.
Bye. Carry the cat out.
And you carry the cat out.
Oh, wait,
Congratulations.
to the cat. Okay, in Sylvia's voice. Okay, we're gonna have to have a talk. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Oh, you can't jump on the table full of mages. Some of them might be better than you.
You guys actually, well, I guess you don't know this for sure, but Tess does know that these are actually not the mages, the people against the mages. But, of course, I don't know if she told Sylvia
I have
about
no
that.
idea.
Yeah. So that leaves now Tess, Lida, and Valia are sitting at the table with their drinks. This green-haired elf just grabbed Sludge's tail and took her out. Although I'm pretty sure they knew you were Sylvia, correct?
Nope.
No? Okay, yeah. So this green-haired elf just grabbed the cat that Sladry is currently in form of and walked outside with her after dropping off some meat at the table next to you.
Okay, so who do we know? Okay, so we don't know that's anybody. We don't know that's Holly.
No.
Yeah.
Not that I know, at least. Nobody got checks.
Have we met you
This
before,
one?
like in that form?
No.
Okay, yeah, okay. So you don't look familiar at all. Okay.
No.
What about the cat?
You know the cat, that's Sladry.
Yeah.
Okay, and she just took her outside?
Yep.
I want to follow her.
Alright, are you trying to be stealthy at all or no?
I mean, she didn't like take off running, so no.
She's like,
I'm not gonna go like trudging up to her like I'm trying to like pick a fight. But I'm just like,
Sylvia, are you currently
finish my drink up.
Sorry?
Sorry, Sylvia, are you currently a male, female, or non-gendered elf?
Non-gendered.
Non-gendered. Okay, so yeah, the elf.
I'm following the elf.
Yeah, you're following the elf right now. They stepped outside with the cat, and they're kind of, I guess you're around the corner, but slightly a little bit away, and they are admonishing the cat.
Seriously, come on, like, you paid me to protect you, and I can't do this if you're gonna do something like that. I'm trying my hardest here.
And I can hear them talking.
You can hear them talking. I'm not gonna make you that, because one's, Sylvia's not being stealthy, and two, you weren't really trying to either to a degree, but I will have you make an insight.
Okay. If it's going to roll, it might. Okay, here you go. Submit. Yay!
That's actually a pretty good insight roll. That, if the voice at least doesn't seem familiar, the kind
I'm not surprised.
tone doesn't. The tone does seem familiar, even if the voice doesn't. Like, the voice does generally match the form. So, for example, if Sylvia was in a masculine, feminine, dwarven, elven, non-gender binary form, the voice does go with it. But your tone and your way of talking would still exist, right?
So the accents are different?
So the accents are... No, the accent is gone.
The accent is gone.
But the
Okay.
tone that the elf is using sounds very
Like
much
familiar
like
to me?
someone you may have met before. Someone you
Okay.
know.
And I'm going to completely destroy the image of that being another person by changing into Sylvia in front of everybody. Off to the side, I thought I was alone in front of the cat.
You're changing in front of Lida. I don't know if Tess is there. That's up to Tess, I guess, at this moment, but Lida went out.
I stayed inside. I want to see if I can stealthily from the shadows watch the table of
Do the test thing.
those guys.
Doing a test thing. Roll your stealth, please.
Right.
Sneak elf.
Speak like an elf. Speak like an
Sneak
elf.
like
Speak like an elf. Not sneaky like an elf.
Elf bot roll.
Okay. So you think you kind of like push your chair back from the table a little bit to go into the shadows because you don't want to be noticed by this group. When kind of your table gives a little, or your chair goes a little kind of thing against the floor, and you kind of look, and it's like, the choice is yours. You can keep moving back into the shadow then, or you can just kind of move to the table closer and be like, and back to your drink. What would you choose to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it off and just like go back to my drink.
Okay. You're covered currently with that. You're unable to make this stealth. Give them a little while to be distracted, and then you can try again in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, they wouldn't be leaving right away?
No, they just got given a bunch of drink from another elf that went outside then with a cat. So they're actually sitting there enjoying the drink. So they're kind of talking softly now because they've just interrupted, and they don't want to, like, bring attention to what they're doing too much.
I'm glad that they didn't feel suspicious or threatened by what just happened. I'm glad that they just kind of ignored that.
Suspicious, yes, but not enough to be like, okay, we were leaving now. Because that did happen last time. Remember, they kind of felt like we should get out of here, but now it's like, everyone's just a little too weird about this stuff. Maybe this is okay. Maybe this just is strange in and of itself. So,
okay,
they're holding right now. They're staying where they are. Currently. Alright, so that's where we're at for Tess. Yeah, like I said, in about 15-20 minutes you could try that stealth thing again, but in that time period, Lida and Sylvia are outside with Saladri the cat.
And I just saw her change.
And you just saw her change.
Yeah, green hair, or getting shorter, green hair morphing into black, shirt morphing into other shirts, or into, crap, what was I wearing? Jumpsuit? Spandex jumpsuit?
Spandex jumpsuit.
Spandex doesn't exist here yet, but we'll say it's like a cotton elastic blend of some sort.
I'm trying to picture it and I can't. I'm trying. So, am I aware of like changelings at all?
You are actually.
Okay, so
Langla did mention that this type of species race does exist of changelings being, be able to change shape and things like that. You would also probably be aware of the spells such as illusions that change that kind of thing, polymorph does change that kind of thing. Like, you wouldn't be able to practice that yourself, but you do know there are ways that people change their form. The race plus spell and magic that does that.
Okay, so I'm not like totally like put off by what she did.
No, you're not put off. Okay. The put off point is up to you about where you'd be put off by that, but the ability to do so would probably not be a major oh my gosh kind of thing.
Okay. I mean, Lida's pretty shocked that she just like saw this because this was like this elf. So, I mean, I think that I'm just gonna like go up to her and be like, "What are you?"
What? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be here. I'm sorry.
Well, you are.
What?
You're here, and I saw you change. So you need to tell me what you're doing.
And
Valia's not here to stop me, so you have to answer me.
Please don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you, but you're a threat. I need to know.
I'm not a threat.
Well, I mean, you in this body isn't a threat, but like, what else can you be?
Nothing that can hurt people?
Not true, but Lida wouldn't know that.
I can't. I don't think I can turn into anything really bad. I never tried.
So are you like why are you like an imposter of all these other things?
I'm not an imposter. Everybody always thinks we're imposters.
I mean, you were just an elf, and now you're not.
But that's me too. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean, is this you?
Yes.
I don't know who you are anymore.
I'm a changeling. This is me, and that's me, and Brand's me, and...
Wait, you're Bran?
Yeah? I thought you knew. I mean, I changed, like, right in front of you guys. I thought... didn't notice?
Look, did Dahlia know this?
I don't know. I was kind of tailing you guys today because after yesterday, I didn't know if you'd accept me or not because most people don't, and I was thinking I'm trying to spy on them or I'm fake.
We're all pretty like oddballs, but I mean Dahlia, duh. But Tess like leans on things, but
Most people don't like me if they know the real me.
well, I definitely don't trust you.
What's
Not
it?
that I-
Nobody trusts me.
Well,
Ever.
I don't know who all you could be. I could have met you 100 times by now, and I mean, how would I know?
That's the point. I haven't met you 100 times. I didn't even know you until how many days has it been? 3? A week?
Yeah, not even. Y'all are on about day 4.
I don't even know. I didn't know you for very long, okay? I don't like sticking to myself sometimes. I kind of hate myself sometimes.
I think we need to go and tell Tess about this, so I need you to come with me.
Okay. What are we gonna do with the cat? I'm
Well,
sorry.
it's not a puma. Carry it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pull your tail. I just didn't want you to jump on the table, and if they're mages, they might be better than you, and I didn't want to. The pig looked really weird. I don't know what that means. I want to say yes. What does the cat say?
Do
Can
you
not
speak
change it
animal?
into a cat?
Can you speak with animals?
Not speak with animals.
I mean, sorry, Abby's also. She's listening in. She's me us running commentary.
Yay!
If you have
I
speak
hope I
with
make her
animals or
proud.
you want to try speak with animals, you can try speaking to Sladry in the cat form.
I do not have to speak with animals. I can't transform into a cat, so okay. I'm sorry. I'll talk to you later. Okay, cat.
Sledge just kind of nudges against you in that like cat way where it's like just it's okay.
I won't kill you yet.
I'm pretty sure that pig's bad, by the way.
Well, we got that, but look, we need to go talk to Tess.
Okay.
She's already super sketchy anyway, and now we gotta go tell her this. We have to find out something to do. We gotta
Please
figure
don't
this out.
kill me.
We're not gonna kill you.
A lot of people try to kill me.
I'm not the violent type.
Okay.
Don't give me that look.
I was gonna give you that look.
So far, I haven't killed anyone. I'm just forceful.
I'm with you.
So, yeah, Litta's gonna take Sladry the cat and whatever form.
Sylvia's just Sylvia.
Oh, Sylvia. Okay, yeah, she's taking Sylvia inside to go talk to Tess.
All right. Tess, would you like to attempt to roll your stealth again? It's probably been long enough that you can try and not have them notice you if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll try again.
I believe in you.
Woo, 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 woo. Oh my god!
Wait, like how to hide in shadows.
So
Shadow.
how this then goes is it's like, okay, so after that first time where it's like, well, damn, okay. Ooh. You kind of sit for a little while and, you know, enjoying your drink, kind of listening in. And instead of like this time like pushing your chair back into the shadows, you like just stand up. The chair is there where by the table are supposed to be. You step back and slightly over, and then you're just kind of gone. You've blended into the shadows very well. You could probably continue to just walk around the tavern in the low light of the indoors. Like, there's a few lights here and there, and I mean, it's not dark out. So you have to watch out for windows. But otherwise, you're blending into it pretty well. Well, pretty well. You're blending into it very well. You cannot be seen. You suspect you cannot be seen.
Okay.
But let's be fair here. That's a nat 20. You've gone invisible.
I would like to try to listen into what they are saying at that table.
Okay, thanks to your stealth roll, I will give you perception at an advantage. So you can roll 2 dice and take the highest.
Oh, 11.
The digital dice don't like you very much.
No, they never do. They never do.
So you do catch a bit of fragments.
Except for the random nat 20, though.
Yeah, except for the nat 21. That was a nice one. And so you don't quite catch a lot of streams of conversation, so it's very out of context, the things that you do hear. What you generally do hear about is things such as, they do talk about Crestwood and other people that might be there to deal with. You get the idea that these people probably are mages as well, but they seem to be on the side of less power in a way. They don't like that the mage guilds that are in Crestwood do have it kind of overwhelmed. At least that's kind of what you're getting. You also aren't quite sure if they're discussing Crestwood, somewhere else, overpower, or maybe they mean the nobles in Crestwood. But they don't seem like the mages you've met before, so that's kind of weird that they would be that way, maybe. But you're at least close enough to them that, okay, at least you're hidden from them.
I will try to find Lida.
Okay, well, just your luck as you're looking around for the halfling ranger herself. Lida enters with Sylvia and Saladri. Saladri in Lida's arms.
Sylvia looks very, very shy and downcast.
Okay, well, I'm gonna motion to, like, let's actually exit.
You're in stealth still. Did you come out of stealth to do that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I guess I'll have been heading towards them, and once I come upon them, I'm like, hey, let's go.
The elf just emerges from the shadow.
Yeah, just
Gives us-
Yeah, I probably scared the shit out of all of them. I should be more careful.
It's like just like out of the shadows. Hey guys, we should go. Ah!
Basically.
I always love that when I play a rogue and I'm like out of stealth and it's like, hi guys. Oh dear God, where'd you come from? There.
I'm really hoping my low and serious tone just instills, like, paralytic fear.
I find it so entertaining. I really do. Anywho, though. Alright, you've all come together.
I'm sorry.
What's going on?
Well, you remember that elf that, you know, kind of like picked the cat up, took it outside?
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is her.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean this is her?
She's a changeling. And we've met her before.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. As if I didn't distrust you enough already. Oh my god.
This happens every time.
Well, if you lie about it,
Don't lie.
Well, you don't tell the truth.
Our order is in the oven.
We usually don't react well.
And apparently nobody knew Thalia didn't know. This is also Bran. And who knows, like, who else? So.
What do you do?
I'm going to stand there looking awkward.
Does the Oracle know? Does Langla know? They took you in. They're the ones who allowed this. Were you at least honest with them?
No.
You don't know if you told them?
I only talk to them like, guys. I'm only with you guys.
Well, welcome to a third time. We're going.
Okay.
You're gonna go talk to the Langla and the Oracle, or just Langla?
Both.
Okay.
Will she be expecting us?
The Oracle?
Yep.
I guess that depends. We'll have to see, because she's
I hope
kind
so.
of creepy like that.
Isn't there still the block on the town? See what's going on in the town because it mage has protection on it.
The mage doesn't really have protection on it so much. It's just that there's mages there from Crested right now that are kind of running a slight amok. So, and then you have the, you know, the ones that are against them is what's going on. So the town feels tense right now, really.
Well, what's going on with Sylvia trumps what we're trying to do right now, so we have to go back.
Alright, well, you head back as you're walking onto the fairgrounds. So it is about I'd say you guys went off in the morning, so we're probably about noon right now, or slightly after it, when you get to the fairgrounds. So things are starting to open up. People are coming, because about mid-afternoon is when they expect more customers to do this kind of things. And she's around, like, directing a few things here and there, but everything's all set up, so she doesn't have to be like, oh, set that up here, do this here. It's like, okay, is this ready? Is this what's going on tonight? Who's going to be this? What's going to do this part? What's great? And when you 3, 4 come up to her, I'm going to include the cat, she turns to the 4 of you and, good afternoon. Hi, but something seems wrong here.
I'm sorry.
How are you?
Can we have a meeting with you and the Oracle, please?
She's kind of studies Sylvia for a moment, and certainly, and then turns away, giving a gesture of to follow her as you head to that lovely little corner of the camp that everyone else avoids. And you are entered into the tent, and waiting there for you is a little saucer of cream and 3 cups of tea. It's very specific this time that she actually has 3 cups of tea in front of it, not just the drinks that you would choose, but actually warm things to hold in your hand and drink from.
Thank you.
And what you notice when you enter her tent this time is that the 3 cups aren't like at a table all beside one another, anything like that, to come and grab. One is like in a shadowy kind of area, similar to what Tess likes, being in like the leaning to area, like a comfort for place. One is actually by the saucer of milk for the cat, as well as some place where Lita would like be able to sit, crouch, kind of with her tea, and take care of the cat and whatnot in a comfortable area. And Sylvia's is placed closer to where the Oracle herself has placed herself as well, kind of like an idea to keep what's going on with everybody, so you can all see one another, but you're not having to be right beside one another. You're actually given an area where it would feel comfortable for you to be.
Thank you very much.
Tess assumes her place amongst the shadows.
Lemuel's kind of pauses, looks to Langla for a moment, and Langla just kind of comes over by her, and it's kind of like the 2 of them together kind of is, I'm trying to think of the way to describe this. Layla comes by and kind of just gives Lamiel's shoulder a light squeeze and then takes up a position beside her as well. And Sylvia, you're not like between them, you're to the left of Lamiel, and Langla would actually be to the right of her at this moment.
Okay.
So you're still kind of have an open side to you for an area, that kind of thing. And
Okay.
Lamiel just kind of looks and it's like, well, I see you three have some questions or concerns.
I don't. Just.
Were you aware that we had a changeling at camp?
She kind of pauses for a moment. It's like, well, yes. You've had a changeling at camp for a extended period of time.
What?
We're talking about Sylvia, yes?
No. Oh, no, dear. It's because she looks at Sylvia and is like, no, you've been in the midst of a changeling for a lot longer.
But I'm talking about this one.
Okay, wait, who's the other one?
I was waiting for
It's
that.
Dahlia.
That's the important question here. I mean, we're talking about this one, but I want to know about the other one.
Well, that one's not gonna hurt us.
New.
Anyways, recovering. Lemieux just kind of looks to Sylvia and it's like, oh, you're one as well, dear. Imagine that must be quite problematic in a culture that does not like... Sorry, Abby's reacting too. This is hilarious.
What does Abby say?
No. Back up. Say what? I really wish she could have been here for this.
Sorry.
Oh my god. Anyway. So that, the Lemieux kind of looks and goes, oh, you were one as well. Well then, my dear, I am so sorry as well for the way society views you, of never taking a form that they believe acceptable.
I'm sorry.
Why? You are you.
But do we trust her?
One moment here.
Tess gets up and starts pacing.
You can trust
She
me.
doesn't like the situation at all.
You can trust me as much as anybody else. People keep on. They never trust me.
You know, I don't really trust anybody. So, yeah. I trust you as much as I trust everybody. Which is not at all.
I mean, there's that. Yes.
But also, Tess is like, I had a question.
Lemieux kind of looks and goes, typing like mad because I'm trying to stop actually the notifications. There we go. Snoozing it. Okay. Hopefully that would stop. Sorry, the Slack comments were coming up. Abby was saying things. It's like, stop notifying everything, you stupid thing, and stop being on the camera. If I'm going to have to, I know I'm going to have to do. Piss off! 1 second. I have to change something here really quickly. Can you guys still hear me? Can y'all still hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So... Can I actually just go in, change those options? Screen capture. Sorry, all our listeners and watchers and what have you. I'm actually editing some of the screen capture because something weird is going on and I'm not liking it. Capture. Wander. All right, let's see if I can cut it here. Here. And here. Ah, that's not correct. Anyhow, though, yeah, so Lemuel's kind of looks and it's like, okay, I want to actually change the goddamn region. Frackin' thing. Ah! That's amazing. That's amazing. I like that. That's awesome. Okay, let's try this again. There's a tiny sloth dancing on my screen. It's actually pretty cool. So Lemuel kind of turns to Tess and goes, yes, I did hear you. And you have been traveling with a changeling for some time.
Who's the changeling?
Well, now that wouldn't be very fair to the changeling to out them when they've done nothing wrong to you, would it be?
I'm not comfortable with this situation.
Do you say that as Tess? Or just that that's Tess's feelings right now?
I say that as Tess.
I join her feelings.
Abby went, not it.
It's Abby! She's the only one that's not here.
She said, not it! Sherry said, not it. It's not. Like, let me just kind of woof at you, and it's, has a changeling been untoward to any of you?
Well, this one right here.
I haven't done anything.
She makes me uneasy. I don't know like what she is and what she's not. Like, we took her and promised to protect her, and then she can't even like be real with us.
But she is being real. She is exactly who she is.
Now that I
she
caught her.
But even in those forms, she is as she is. Or he is. Or they are. When Sylvia takes the form, that is them.
I don't usually take forms that... I don't usually change to people that I haven't... I don't know.
Is this why you're hiding in with us?
I'm hiding because everybody always reacts badly when they find out.
Well, I wouldn't say we would reacted badly. It's just we had no idea.
You don't know until somebody finds out. I've had people beat me up before and scream at me, and it's not good.
Lemuel just kind of reaches over
we are not going to do those things.
Sorry?
Repeat that, sorry.
Oh, I said, I promise you we are not going to do those things.
I don't know. Like, I know now, but before... You don't know until somebody finds out, and by then it's usually too late. That's why I didn't come to you after Bram, because after the fight with whatever the smoky things are. Because I was afraid that he'd hate me.
We don't hate you. It's just this. You have to understand that this has been quite a weird situation for us to be in. I have never met a changeling. And now I find out that I know two of them.
And you have to understand that it's There's a lot of stuff that's come for you guys. People usually don't like me. I have a life too, and even if you haven't met or think you've met a changeling, then I don't know. I'm sorry.
Why do you keep apologizing, dear? That's Lemuel.
I'm sorry.
But for what?
Celia starts just shrinking in herself. It's. I'm sorry. Starts crying.
Question, are you reverting to the natural changeling shape?
No.
Okay. Just want to check on that, because it actually, like... You said shrinking on yourself, I was like, well, they actually are, you know, this kind of way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, just checking. And Lemuel just kind of reaches out to Sylvia, to you, and just to kind of put her arm around you kind of thing. And it's like, it's okay, dear. We do not judge here based on who people are. We do not judge them for their pasts. You are welcomed.
I'm sorry.
Emotions make Lynette uncomfortable. So she just sits there.
Mm-hmm.
Saladri, the cat, actually does change out of her form. And kind of takes up a spot, and she knew, didn't she? Like, Sylvia, did she know or did she not know?
I left that up to you.
Okay. She kind of just studies... Saladri studies Sylvia for a moment. I must say I suspected, but I wouldn't have dreamed. I will say I'm sorry that you did not share with me, but I'm also sorry that you didn't feel you could.
Celia's kind of catatonic at the moment, just let you know. She's just going to sit there and stare at her hands.
No, Saladri does come over though at some point, takes up the other side of Sylvia then. That doesn't do anything, doesn't reach out or anything like that, it's just there. So, Langla kind of just looks around, is like, oof. Kind of look at Lemuel, it's like... So, we have another changeling in our midst, thank you for mentioning that. I will have Tess and Lida if you could... Actually, all three of you may roll an insight check if you wish to, or believe you are capable of doing so at this moment. Like, mental stuff.
For what again?
Insight.
Insight. Okay.
Insight.
Aw, poopy.
Oh. Emotions make Lida uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Tess, you kind of get the feeling that there might be something a little more personal with the Lemuel Langla Sylvia issue thing than you suspected, but you're not kind of sure what you're catching with that, though. The personal isn't related to Lemuel and Langla in relation to what's going on here.
Okay.
What do you do?
Just follow as normal.
Just wait it out, watch what's going on? Alright, Langla kind of looks to Lida, to Tess, to Sylvia, and it's like... Well, you three seem like you might need space, or perhaps someone to talk to. If yes, and she kind of pauses and goes, yes, we have had a changeling in the camp. In fact, we've had a changeling in the camp for longer than any of you have ever been here, even. Uh, they've been here from your very first day, and they will be here even long after it is no longer Faun's heart. And Langla kind of steps to the center of it all, and I'm going to drop something here as well. This is a surprise. Bada. Everyone can go into their chat and grab that image, please. And for those of you playing the home game, the elven form shifts and shrinks. The slightly tanned skin pales and continues to go until it is so faint as to nearly be transparent. There's a light gleam to it. It is near white, but there's a slight tinge to color to it. Blue. Well, actually, we'll go with like a teal because that's my color that I like. Ha ha ha. It's slight, but it's very slight though. It looks like an off white or very cold white. The hair is long, messy, and green in color. But again, very faint green in color. You can only catch it when the light hits it just right. As she stands before you, as he stands before you, he stands there about 4 feet tall. Faun's heart is mine, and has been since the get-go. Changelings are not welcomed in many places, so it's better to go on the road.
Thank you.
Tess is a bit shaken by the news. She wasn't expecting that, but she does feel a relief because she does trust Langla. Yeah.
So, outside of this moment, I'm just gonna take a meta moment with everyone. In the Faun's Heart universe, changelings do look like the picture that it's like the Eberron races and things like that. Because I know in D&D there's a few options. So they're about slightly shorter than a halfling, about as small in stature as a gnome kind of thing, as body-wise usually. And they're very, very, very pale of skin. Like, we're talking, they are like ivory to white to just, and their features and forms are very much like what you see there. So pretty much they've got no irises, no pupils, nothing like that in their eyes, and their skin kind of has a light glow to it in that because of its nature with that kind of stuff. So, and that is what stands before you. For the rest of you, except for Sylvia, this is a very foreign image. This is not something that you would have seen very commonly. Changelings, whether they're common or uncommon, are not normally seen in their natural state. Normally when they do exist, they are in the form of their choice or of their preference. It is...
Was not expecting a trans allegory today. Just saying.
Pardon?
Was not expecting a trans allegory today. Just saying.
I wasn't either, actually. So I'm hoping I did this well.
You did it perfect.
Like, the funny enough is, for everyone else that's listening home, we did talk about this just a moment ago before this, where I said that this campaign did very close. These characters have actually a trans character near them and as an NPC. So that actually is Langla. Yeah, but so after a little bit kind of a beat, Langla just kind of sits there for a moment and then moves back to her form that you know her as, which is the elven woman in charge of Faun's heart. And then she kind of looks at Tess and Lida, and it's like, I had hoped that you would have no reason not to trust me. Know that Changeling is just who I am. Does not change what I do.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry.
One second here. So, what do people do?
Tess tells Langla that she's trusted her for a very long time, otherwise she would never have joined Fawn's heart, and she trusts her and will continue to trust her, and yeah, I guess.
Okay. Lida, how are you?
It's just kind of sitting in silence, and she lets Langla know that she still trusts her, just as she always has.
Well, good. You're both still welcome in Fawn's heart, of course. All 4 of you. It is home.
Thank you. I'm really sorry. I didn't want any of this to happen. I am perfectly fine.
Okay. I'm checking on that. Like, I know that this can be an emotional thing at times, so I just want to check in that you're okay. Everyone's okay, actually.
Yeah, I'm okay.
We'll do a moment of aftercare, because scenes like this, I know, believe me, I know, can get emotional for stuff. Langla probably looks and goes, if you 4 wish a moment, me and Lemuel can, well, she kind of looks at Lemuel. I will leave the tent for a little while, and you 4 will have partial privacy. Kind of looks at Lemuel again. It's like, if you so wish it.
I don't know. I'm not used to this.
Tess will ask if her and Lida could actually have privacy for a second.
Absolutely. Sylvia, if you wish to. Sylvia, Saladri, if we'll step to the back of the tent and we can do something about giving you a privacy bubble.
Okay. Do you have any milk?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And head to the back and Lamel actually goes and gets you a glass of milk.
Thank you.
So everyone's gone?
Yep, you two are currently left alone.
Okay, Lida. I don't really like having to trust Sylvia. I really don't. But I don't see how we can distrust her based off the fact that she's a changeling, because that could really hurt Langla's feelings, and we both care about her and we don't want to do that, right?
Yeah, and I mean,
I was going to ask Lemuel if we can impose a condition. She has to keep an eye on Sylvia, like see what the future is specifically with Sylvia, so we can know if she's planning anything devious. That's the only way I would feel.
Because she's still the outsider of Faun's heart. Like, I'm not really close with her. I don't really know like what her intentions are.
So if that's good with you, I guess we can.
Yeah, that's good with me.
Let Lemuel know what our condition is, and we'll call them back in.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, when you call them back in, you have to call a few times because, of course, they did give you your space, right? So they want to make sure that you've had it, plenty to discuss in private, whatever you needed to. And Lamil and Langla return. All four of you, well, all three of you, because Saladri is still an NPC, do notice that Lamil and Langla, it kind of seems like there's, like, they're holding hands in a way, and that's something you hadn't noticed before with them. Like, there's mild little touch of affection, but it's almost like a reassurance to her. It's like, it's okay, the hand-holding, kind of like, I'm here for you, stuff that you see from Lamil to Langla. It looks more personable for both of them than even Lida and Tess have probably seen in a while, from seeing, like, Langla just running the show. And, of course, having never seen Lamil before. And they come back in, it's like, do you two need anything? What would you like? Or need, or if you are finished?
Lida and I have one condition: to Sylvia and continue on with what we're doing. The assurance that you will keep an eye on Sylvia in the future, and you'll let us know if there's anything suspicious going on. If that's all I want. And I'm sure Lida wants that too.
Oh, well, that is with Sylvia's permission. I absolutely can have something keeping an eye out on her and Saladri for any concerns in the future that may concern Faun's heart even in general.
It's okay. At least nobody's trying to kill me this time.
That's all I need.
Is that Odin?
That's Macy.
Oh,
Someone
Macy.
ring the doorbell.
Okay. Hi, Macy. Alright then. Lamil will approach Sylvia then and be like, I just need something that can be a hair or a little bit of blood or something, just to kind of include you into the surveillance-y things, if that is okay with you. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay. Reaches into her bag, takes out a knife,
Just a small
and
amount.
cuts a little divot in her arm.
All right, Lemuel kind of just gets a little like clear vial, small little thing, gets a little bit of blood in it, and sets it aside. She's like, okay, I will set up surveillance on that then with your permissions tonight. And in the meantime, please take care. She kind of just like, she actually goes to all three of you at some point and just kind of rests a hand like on your faces just lightly, or a shoulder, a comforting kind of thing, a gesture to agree. It's like, I understand that the world is at times far larger and difficult than we want it to be. I will always be here for you as best as I can be.
Thank you so much. I didn't even know there was a place like this.
Like Chipson, yeah, well, Faun's Heart has been around for a while. We try to keep on the move. We have a bunch of other people, if you haven't met our lovely contingency of everybody that works here, that generally don't belong where they, were in the first place. Everyone finds their way here for some or other reasons eventually.
I'm also a performer. I think I've told you before.
Oh yes, you perform music, correct?
Yes. So if there's ever an opening, I'd like to perform. That's okay.
Oh dear, it's not just a matter of whether we have openings. We'll always find openings for everybody that finds their way to Faun's Heart. Aside, Faun's Heart is like the Hotel California of the fantasy realm. It's not that bad. Back into the thing though. So if you ever do just wish to, you just let me know and we will find time for you. Or you can perform it during the afternoons on your own area, little caravan place or a spot, or in the market. It is entirely up to you, whatever you wish to do. She looks at Saladry, and that offer is open for you as well. We can never have too many mages within Faun's Heart.
I would very much like to perform.
And we'll see about getting you a show at some point. After all, there's a lot of practice to go before we hit Crestwood with the big celebrations.
Thank you.
You're of course welcome. Now, the three of you, it is still quite light out and whatnot, and you have a long ways off before any performances, she kind of turns to Lita for this one, are due tonight. Although if you do need a moment, of course, feel free to let me know. We do have other performers that can hop in and hop out as necessary. Beautiful part about having a carnival like ours. If you need anything else though, or if you still have more to do for your day, unless you three require anything else of me or Lemuel.
I'm good.
Me too.
I'm okay. Thank you.
You're of course welcome, dear. And she just kind of gently shows you to the door of the tent. What do you three wish to do?
Tess lets the other two know that the table that we were all watching in that pub, I guess, was the group that were planning some kind of uprising against the mages, and I let them know that they seem to be kind of mages as well, but they're on the lower rung. And I think that one or both of them should start a conversation and see if they can get any more information out of them.
Okay. I'll think of what I can do. Do you think they're still at the tavern? I'm sorry for interrupting.
I'll find them if they're not.
Okay. If we go there, I can help.
Lita, are you in?
Yes. She will go.
All right, so I guess we're going back to town. And Tess will look for the group specifically at, was it Oak Shadow?
That was the Oak Shadow Inn, yeah.
I'll look there first.
Okay. So as you three go back into town, I mean, you're kind of all in the town anyways. You're just kind of in an outskirted area, open area. So, like, you're in the walled part of the town and what have you. Sladry, as you guys are leaving, is like, I'm going to head back to the medical lab. I'm going to head back to the medical tent with Alia, actually, because that's where she returned to when you guys returned to camp. If you do have need of me for any more news, do please come find me there. I'm still feeling a little lightheaded from all the situation, and I have had a bunch of days where it kind of was a little weird. Got a little weird there. Not much rest. So do take care.
You were trying to eat a sponge one night.
Was I?
Yes.
Ooh.
I thought it was an egg
Ooh.
sandwich.
Oh. Yes. I do think I need more rest then, for sure. Take care of yourself. Selves.
Okay.
Selves? Yes, do take care.
Thank you.
Alright, and the three of you return to the Oak Shadow Inn. Does only Tess go inside?
I'm gonna stay outside because I think it's kind of like sketchy if we return there for the second time.
I'm
or
staying
third
outside.
time in 2 days.
I'm staying outside so I can change later.
Okay, so Tess goes inside, and you're looking for the group that was there earlier. Do you want to do a perception check around first, or do you want to just go at it a different way?
Perception's good.
Alright, you may roll your perception. That's an awful good perceptions. You look around, you do notice that maybe one or two of them possibly look like they're here. They actually look like they might be working here now, so maybe that's why the group was here earlier, is that the mages in Holston and whatnot are here. You notice them more in the back, though, like working, like they come out back. You can see back there, it's not like there's a wall and anything like that, but like the kitchen preparation, things like that. You see the mages actually working. Okay, correction. You see the people who are like the low-level mages working back there, doing small things with their magics to actually deal with food. You see them like moving a few things around as if like levitating different dishes around, things like that. You see them kind of spelling with the fires to keep them like at a certain level. You notice that the level of magic in the kitchen they're using to make the food and the stews and whatnot, it's low spells, things like that. Servants to like serve the food and stuff like that. It's actually a pretty good system in place to get the food out and well in decent area time.
So I get the sense that the group has completely split up.
Yeah, the rest have gone. They're not here. There's only the one or two in the back that you think you recognize. One for sure. Two, maybe that second person was from there earlier. But the other group is not in sight. None of the familiars or pets are either. That pig from earlier is gone.
That goddamn pig. So glad it's gone.
While I'm in there, can I do any kind of perception or investigation to see if there's anything else of note going on in the pub at this time, or the inn, I guess?
You absolutely can do an investigation to see if there's anything else going on. You do not think there's anything else bizarre going on at the inn at this time. I mean, you may not have seen people do magic to create food so far in the, in the recent history of things. Faun's art is pretty, not 100% low tech, but certainly low magic in that regards. But beyond that, nothing else is really overly stands out here as anything to do with that.
Okay, which two were working in the back?
In the back, we have currently working a elf, or half-elf, pardon me, that you recognized from sitting at the table earlier. Their hair is kind of up and pulled back and braided really tightly. They're one of the people that actually is doing some of the magic with things, like moving food around, having it cut up, stuff like that, to make it all prepped out on a dish and things like that. And the other person working back there is a young dwarf. So young, in fact, you don't see much of a beard fuzz going on with them. It's only about this long instead of this long. You cannot tell though with that beard if they are male or female, because you do know some female dwarves do have beards, but they seem to be washing the dishes. They, however, are not using magic.
Tess will go back outside and let the others know, hey, if you guys remember the half elf, that person's working in the back, and also the young dwarf is working in the back. There are only leads, but I'm not sure what else to do next because I don't really know how we can access them if they're working in the back.
I'm not sure either. We can wait for them to stop working, and I could talk to them.
We can do that, but I would recommend we all get a table and we find out somehow how long their shifts are because I don't want to be waiting here for hours.
Okay.
What if you go inside and ask for a job? I try to talk to one of them.
You want to do that?
Okay. I'm not going as Sylvia, though.
Right. And not as the person that dragged the cat out earlier.
That only makes Brand.
Oh dear. Is that good or bad?
It is. She's going to start to morph. Blue skin, horns, bald.
Tess is like looking around, like, is this right here? We're doing this right here? We're not exactly hiding.
Are you in a little alley, like offshoot beside the tavern, or are you actually in like the tavern?
Offshoot. I go to an offshoot. Sorry.
I was guessing if Lida and y'all are waiting outside, Livia and Sylvia are waiting outside for tests and discussing, yeah, you're probably in an offshoot. You're likely mostly okay. You've done this a few times before, so I'm gonna go like, you kind of know how to like in and out of something. It's not too busy in the afternoon right now. It's around the tavern at least.
Tiefling.
Yeah, you become your tiefling Bran.
It's much better. Sylvia's so stuck up. Anyway, I'll see you two in a bit. And Brand walks off.
Into the tavern or just off?
Into the tavern.
Okay. I was like, just Brand just suddenly wanders off. It's like,
If it was a different character, that actually might happen.
Should we get a table?
Tess will ask Lida if she wants to grab a table. Well, Sylvia, not Sylvia, applies for a job.
Okay.
And Lida will follow her and get a table.
So I approach the counter.
Sure.
Excuse me. Is there somebody that can help me?
The tender at the counter kind of turns to face you, and it's the one from earlier, if you remember the androgynous kind of looking elf that was serving the counter earlier. So depends on what you need. You need a drink? I help you.
I'm actually looking for a job, if that's okay. I just moved into town, and honestly, I don't really have a steady source of income right now, so I was wondering if you happen to have like a position that could be filled, or I don't know. I play good violin.
I mean, music is never a bad thing to have around, but I mean, someone to serve is usually better, and someone who can do both is usually a double bonus. Can you serve?
I can definitely do both.
You can definitely do both. All right then. Kind of looks around. Yeah, you know what? We're Not sure fully that we need you tonight. I mean, when would you be able to start? Because, I mean, I got the people in here for now, and we're not really busy right yet. And you might want to roll a persuasion on this part right now to try and stick around. 'Cause he's going off, and it sounds like they're going off, and it sounded like you're probably not going to get in a shift for a while.
Okay. Let's try this out. I believe that's 15. Yeah.
You know what? I have some steady people in tonight. You try a shift with them. We'll see how they work out, if they like you, and if they can show you what it's like around here. You can train with them tonight, I suppose.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's been hard, to be honest. Just being on the road and then, just moving to a new city. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Wouldn't know I've been here most of my life, pretty much, but I understand.
Did you just call someone cotton candy?
Did I?
No, Holly.
Not that I know of.
Oh, I thought you said, well, thank you very much, cotton candy.
Thank you very much, Cotton Candy. That was just a wonderful.
That's what I really thought you said. I was
I
like,
am going to
okay.
have to use that later.
Thank you very much, Cotton Candy. I'm putting that down.
What did you say?
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Oh, Is there a chance that they slipped you cotton candy?
I say I like it better as thank you very much, Cotton Candy, but...
Me too.
Alright, so... They show you kind of around to the back area and what have you. It's like, alright, come on back. This is this is one of my cooks. He's here in the back usually to set things up, prep ahead of time. Kind of looks... I don't actually know how long you've been here for now. Anyways, I didn't catch your name just yet. Here I was starting you, and here we go.
My name's Brand.
Brant?
Brand, like branding iron?
Brand flakes.
Oh, Brand. Okay. Nice to meet you, Brand. Let's see here. I didn't even grab my names. How bad is that? I didn't even grab my name generator. I was so not cool for that. I'm bad. Well, I myself am Mar. M-A-R. Mar.
Mar?
Mar.
Mar?
That's Nim. Cooking, putting the food together, getting it all prepped up, and hopefully not cutting his fingers off this time around. It's always good to have a mage on hand that can heal. Can you heal? It's kind of turns you suddenly.
I actually can. I'm not a mage though. I'm actually part of the church.
Fair. Anyways, just in case, it's good to know about that, in case he cuts fingers off again. And over there at the dishwasher right now, we have Nador.
Nador. Mar and Nador. Very nice to meet you all. Thank you very much.
You might not thank us after a little while on the job. The half-elf kind of snickers at that, because it's like...
This isn't my first time working at a bar.
Good. Good. Welcome. We'll get you fit out. Usually, you can... Drinks are about a couple silver, 2 gold each. I will let you know when they order them how much you can ask them back for.
Okay.
You'll have to tell me what it is. If you hear anything weird of a drink order, ask me first before you check. We usually carry a lot of the meats in the area around here, a lot of the different ales from the area around here. We carry some local stuff as well that's developed, although that one I usually tell people to not bother trying because it's very much like drinking something that'll make them go blind. The dwarf like chirps and it's like, it only happened once.
All right.
When it comes to food stuff, we got stews. Pies. Eat pies.
Buns.
Buns. Meat buns. Valia! We gotta come back here.
I'm sure the meat buns are very tasty.
Make me think of the Sweeney Todd meat pies.
Let's hope not.
No, we don't do the Sweeney Todd thing here.
We might be getting changeling roast tomorrow.
The best pies in London.
The best pies in London? Not sure, that would actually turn out pretty well, I imagine, yeah. No.
No.
No. Oh my god, I just checked this. They actually do have a menu random generator.
Awesome.
I forgot that Holly can't read our Roll20 chat because and I was like, darn it! But I said, I told Ashley, and I was like, Cotton Candy. She's like, Cotton Candy, give me a job, please. I was like, call them Cotton Candy, and they will like you.
Call it cotton candy, and they will die for you.
Exactly.
Alright, let's see here. Come on, where's this? Oh, I can't run the generator. I have to be logged in there. Dang it. Dang it. I just had to laugh at, like, oh my god, there's actually a tavern menu generator. That was the first step in successful flirting. Hi, Cotton Candy.
I am going to send a message into Lydia's head saying, I have a job. I probably am going to be here for a while. I'll meet up with you when my shift ends. And I'll say when shift ends.
You'll probably be here till the wee hours of the morning.
Yep.
Yep.
Do I receive her message?
You do, because I'm guessing you're using message, aren't you?
Yes.
And you do, and you recognize that tone of voice. That's Sylvia.
She didn't call me Cotton Candy.
Fine, cotton candy's on the end. Just for you, sweetheart.
Thank you. Craft beer is from local microbreweries. Hipster bar. Okay. Anyway, I'm reading the Twitch chat. Anyway, yeah, so I guess that she's gonna be there. I'll ask Tess if she thinks there's anything else that we need to do here, and if not, go back to camp and get ready for my show.
Can Tess try another investigation now that it's been some time?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay, she'll let her know that that's what she's doing, so she could take a look around too.
I will take a look around too.
Good, because my roll sucked.
Yay! Yay!
Tess, you were investigating the stews, because that actually sounds very tasty to have a beef or turkey or chicken stew. Lida, on the other hand, is actually investigating around the area of this tavern and realizes that it's very likely there's actually maybe a more private area that people come to meet in here. What?
Can I interrupt Tess from looking at the menu?
I guess that depends on if Tess lets you interrupt her from looking at the menu.
I took the menu from her.
What? I was looking at two.
Well, apparently there's a secret room that they can hold meetings in. So I think we need to go check that out.
Okay. Let's see if I'm stealthy enough. I'm off my game today.
Let's see if you both are.
I'm on my game. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god! When it matters, in the clutch.
It's either I roll terribly or I get match 20s.
As long as we, like, alternate who's gonna roll really bad, we'll be alright.
Not when it comes to stealth. You kind of have to
Oh.
be stealthy also.
I'll just do my 7 points in acrobatics.
Nope. You gotta go stealth.
I can't, like, cartwheel into the room.
No, you cannot. If you're trying to get down there without them noticing, it's gotta be stealth.
Fine.
Sorry. That's...
You're building up the suspense there.
I know, we're waiting. It's like... Lita, your stealth? How is it?
Oh, I thought I clicked on it.
No, apparently didn't roll it.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay, she
Yay!
she doesn't embarrass you. So that's a bonus, at least. So that's good. So you managed to both actually sneak around, Tess being a lot more sneaky than Lita. And I'm going to actually have you both roll perceptions to see how well you see the other. You do not see the other one. Which means you think that you're both successfully stealthing at least, because you cannot see the other person. But off you go in search of the secret room that is part of this tavern.
And it's downstairs?
Yeah, you think it led, like, a little trapdoor kind of thing led downstairs. It seems like it's... You think it's there because you kind of get, like, a little feeling of hollow and stuff like that, but the entrance is likely either into a corner somewhere or outside, somewhere basically private away. Like, you would suspect if this place kind of had washrooms inside, that's the corner.
It's a trapdoor?
Well, no, it can't be a trapdoor in the middle of the thing, is what I'm saying, but it's an entrance, like a cellar door or a trapdoor that leads down.
Okay.
It doesn't... Yeah. It could also lead to something that you think of like a pantry or a cellar,
Wine
but...
cellar, yeah.
I mean, there seems like there's a secret area here.
And do we hear anybody? Or anything?
Nope.
Darn it.
You have perceptions. Nope. You don't seem to hear anything.
Well, how far can we go until, like, the opening of this room? If there is, like, a big, like, opening.
It's not that big of an opening. I mean, it's about high enough to accommodate, or tall enough to accommodate a humanoid size. And I'm just trying to think here about the size of the room. Maybe about a 20 by 25 kind of area. Slightly smaller than that. So it's a room size, but it's not a really large
Like
room.
cellar size.
Yeah, it's cellar size, but it doesn't seem to actually have a lot of things stored down it, so it doesn't actually look like this is the cellar of the inn.
But it definitely, like, belongs to the inn.
But
Like,
definitely
we didn't,
belongs to
like,
the inn.
tunnel.
Yeah,
anywhere.
like it's underneath it, where you found the entrance to it, and then it's underneath the inn, so it's definitely something that you're not sure you would have found the entrance to it outside of the inn without any investigation or being in the inn itself. So it does seem to belong to the Oak Shadow.
One way in, one way out.
One way in and one way out.
And we went as far as we can go.
You have. It is
Okay.
quite dark in here. There is actually no light. So if you
Great.
have dark vision, you can see pretty well fine in here. If you do not, it is very, very dark. It is not pitch black. The light from the tavern above does give some, but it's very, very dark.
Can I use matches?
Do you have matches?
Why wouldn't I?
You have something you can light? Absolutely. If you have something that you can try and light on something, you sure can.
What do I have to roll?
To light a match?
Yep.
I'm thinking that if you have the ability to light a match, as long as you're not trying to like build a fire out of nothing,
Nope. Just
light the match. You should be fine.
Okay, I light the match.
The match is lit, and the slightly flickering flame along the cellar actually kind of casts a few shadows on the wall. You see some roots sticking out of it. You see a few things built around it, and you see kind of like dirt piled up into what, looks like it might be seats. Something to sit on at least. There's no furniture down here. There's nothing except for the way down to indicate anything about it. In fact, it looks like just a hole dug into the ground underneath the cellar. And it actually looks kind of loosely like this isn't one that's been packed down through a lot of time and use or walls. It doesn't appear like it's a cellar that's been changed over to something or that things have been removed out of. This looks like it's at least recent enough that it hasn't been trodden down at the base to a level where it's like hard packed dirt.
What about the dirt seats?
If you do check out the dirt seats, those seem like they're a bit worn at the top. You see some matter of, it's weird to say erosion at the top of it from some people probably sitting on them and things like that, because again, they're not tightly packed. It's not something that is professionally well made by any sort. It actually just seems like it's put together kind of not last minute, because it's not that new, but that's the feeling you get from it. That's like, hey, we needed this, so we made it.
So are they like in a circle, or like they're in a circle?
They're in a circle, a rough circle, not like perfect one. There are, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to think how many I said were at the table earlier. There are about 5 seats down there, and then a few like little reverse, like they have little holes in the ground as well, where it looks like little places for people to like nest into or things like that to get comfortable.
Okay. Is there any like thing like in the middle of the circle?
Nope. There's nothing there
Nothing
to
on
set
the ground?
anything down on. No. There's not like a little table-y thing or anything like that.
I look up. Is there anything up?
You see kind of the slats of the tavern above you and people walking on it, things like that.
Can Tess listen for any sounds coming from this hole?
You absolutely can. Percept, please. See how well you listen to things, because your percept's not been great.
That's good. That's good enough.
That's good. You don't catch any sound that sounds like anything that's being discussed. In fact, from where your location is, it just sounds like regular chatter. It's not very busy up top yet, because it's still like mid-afternoon, early afternoon area. It's not the sounds of a busy night tavern with drinks and whatnot going on. But what you can hear is, it's clear. Like, you're hearing things very well down here. If you were, to maybe stay down here and listen the whole night in the tavern, you're sure you'd actually get a good listen on a lot of the conversations that go up above.
So there's nothing of note?
Nothing of note being said currently.
And there's no
staff is discussing kitchen. Pardon?
There's no sounds coming from the hole?
Not from the hole yourself. No. The hole is empty at this moment. There's no sounds coming in from around it or the dirt in the area of it.
Okay, well, she'll look at Lita and point down like, you want to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Alright, and down, down, down into the hole you go. Now that you're actually in there, you can definitely feel that the ground isn't even packed down very tightly. It's still got a little bit loose. It's not muddy, but it's got that like slightly sinking into the ground feeling. Like if you ever walk across loose soil, it's kind of got that. It's a little bit spongy still. So how far in do you go? Do you go push things, touch things? What do you do?
How like wide is it? Like if I stretch my arms out from side to side, am I touching like walls?
You couldn't, but if you and Lita, or if you and Tess actually both did that 1-to-1 kind of thing, like fingertips to wall. You think you could actually brush the wall with your fingertips. It's not very big, and you think you could do that on all angles. It's actually pretty small little space. It seems like it fits 4 to 5 people. A little not comfortably, but not horrible either.
So it's like a hideaway?
Yeah, it's like a little hideaway spot kind of thing.
Tess will keep an eye out for like everything because this is a new, interesting area, and it's good to keep an eye out for stuff.
Yeah, not a problem. We'll just we got your percept there for that kind of thing, for keeping an active eye out, so that'll be fine.
And I'm just like continuously like lighting matches as they go out because it's dark in here, yes.
I'll have to start tracking how many of those you have, and you might have to replenish them.
That's fine.
Nah.
You are an evil GM if you do that.
Pardon?
You are an evil GM.
I mean, I will track slightly things that do get used, but not to the major extent of, you have run out of your final match right now, kind of thing. It'll be like, hey, if you've been using them, you might want to stock up, but you'll probably have a lot anyways, and it's very unlikely you'll run out within the next 20 minutes to an hour. That's all.
Tess will have Lita hold on to her sash that is tied around her waist, just like kind of loosely, so that we, just in case there's nothing, we can't get separated or.
Yeah, well, it's a very tiny ace, so hopefully you don't get separated down here. But I mean, like I said, it is very loosely dirt packed, so the chance of like dirt falling in or dirt falling out is possible. I mean, this doesn't seem like a safe thing.
How far down are we? Like, are we going like farther down, or can we still see like the wood boards above us?
You can still see the wood boards above you. It's actually not that far down. Where the steps down and things like that, like the wood boards were kind of where the steps down went, and then slightly under. So now you can't quite see the wood boards here. It seems like it's a little bit more dirt underneath the boards, but the dirt is kind of falling as the boards are walked on and things like that. So you'd think that probably given a little bit of time, you'd be up to boards again pretty quick if the dirt keeps falling at this pace.
Okay.
It's not like that. It's not done professionally well or made well.
It was just like quickly dug?
Yeah, it just seems like it's quickly dug. I mean, it would take a while for them to make this kind of thing in general, but it does seem like it was quickly done within the last few weeks, maybe months. Something changed, apparently, and they needed this.
Okay. We continue on.
Alright, you are down in the cellar room itself. Once you're in the cellar room itself, there doesn't appear to be anything else here but those seats in that area. I mean, you're walled in now. And it is a good kind of quiet. You can kind of still hear the sounds that are going on above you, but it is pretty quiet now.
And they could hear us, so could we talk pretty loud?
You're not sure, but you actually suspect that because the way the tavern is located to it and the sound around you, unless you go really loud, you probably wouldn't be heard, which is likely why they chose this spot. But maybe.
Could we tell if like we're like underneath the kitchen, or like?
You are at this point underneath.
I'm asking you simple questions.
Investigation. Oh. Tess thinks you are underneath another tavern entirely. Let her roll an investigation, please.
How did we get under the princess?
Oh, yeah. Isn't the princess across the town? That is better. You believe that you think you're under the main area of the tavern, in fact, at this point, not the kitchen. Which seems like that would make sense if they want to, like, drown you out in noise of the patrons.
And we've gone as far as we can go.
And you've gone as far as you can go. Yeah, it's just a small little area.
Well, I've seen enough. I'm ready to get back upstairs.
Me too. But there's like absolutely nothing else.
Actually, We should go under the floorboards in the kitchen. Check up on Sylvia and what's being said.
I agree.
Alright, so yeah, if you just kind of walk back towards where the entrance to this little cellar was, that's kind of where you suspect the kitchen area would be, because it kind of just comes around and whatnot, and that's kind of where the slats more are and whatnot to, my whatnots. The slats are to head down, like, where you heard the best things from. So you're positioning yourself underneath the kitchen?
Yes.
Alright. Sylvia, what is going on with Bran at this moment?
Bran is doing the best job she can.
Yeah. Well, it's not too busy.
And with a charisma as high as hers, probably doing a kick-ass job.
No one is really... Well, there is this another server with you at the moment, and you're kind of tailing them as it is. Like, just kind of following along. They're kind of like keeping up a rattling thing as you're not serving people. It's like, it's really not bad here. I mean, really, it's such an easy job. They order drinks, they order food. I mean, our menus are small. Some days we have roast meats that come in if they kill it. These things just kind of... They'll tell you if something gets added to a menu or taken away someday or things like that. It's all up to Nyar at the back. Or Mar at the back.
Sounds lovely. I've never actually worked at a place quite this small, to be honest. Usually in bigger cities. So,
Well, then
this is calm. I like it. It's cute.
cute works for it. Yeah, we're pretty small.
So, I don't know. How's the town? I just moved here and been feeling kind of uneasy.
How's Holsting?
Yeah.
Small, sleepy. It is what it is. I mean, I've lived here pretty much my whole life. Oh, the person you're talking to, by the way, would have given their name. The server that has arrived. Hi, I'm Jalen. I totally have a list of these things handy, ready to go off the top of my head. If I did, everybody would just be named like Joe or Jake or something like that. It's horrible. I'm bad. I just remember something like the town, like we're close enough to Crestwood that we get a lot of their kind of stuff as well. So we get people to come out here to see our merchants and whatnot. It's how we actually got to be built up so well, and how we have a connection to a lot of the same magic stuff. We get it kind of secondhand. You're talking to Issa.
All right.
Issa is a human. It's like, well, and like, it's been nice because I mean, when I was a kid, we used to get like all the little weird toy trinkets that they get at Crestwood. Oh, they're so cool if you haven't seen them before. They like flap their own wings and fly on their own and like, oh, they're really funky. I even think I have one somewhere, but I probably broke it as a kid. Oops. Just chattering. Every so often she like stops every so often. Hi. How can I help you today? What would you like to eat? What would you like to drink? Would you like anything? And it's just, yeah. There's not many though. So period, it's just like at the back. Suddenly they kind of just like, so, yeah, I mean, you'll probably be covering some of the shifts that I don't have to always be on, or that the other people don't have to be on. And if you learn to do other things, you know, Nayer's gonna be awfully happy if you could ever do dishes once in a while, because then they can leave once in a while. Kind of looks over to the dwarf. Try and make some more of that blinding swill they call a beer.
I think I could probably swing that every once in a while. I also, I can perform music.
Once. Oh, you can play
I
music.
can also perform music. Yeah, I've got a violin, and I like to think I'm pretty good at it. So.
Oh, that'd be nice. I mean, at nights when it gets pretty rowdy around here, that might be a nice calming thing for you to do.
I would enjoy it immensely. I always am so happy to show off my skills.
Always happy to have them here to show off. So, who knows? Maybe even have you playing out front, it might bring more attention to it.
That works.
What kind of music do you play on the violin?
Everything from kind of angry fiddle to not so angry fiddle.
Ah, angry fiddle. Does it mean like your fiddle has like
Drawn on armrest?
angry
Sure.
eyebrows? Like what exactly is angry fiddle?
You play it like you're angry.
Do you actually look angry while you play it?
Probably not quite, but yeah, probably a little bit. I
Ah.
don't know. I have.
Well, sure, I guess. That sounds right delightful.
I'm actually gonna be able to see myself perform, so I hope it looks good.
I'll let you know if you look a little too angry. Most nights it's pretty calm here. I mean, they've been a bit more lately just because the carnival's in town, if you haven't had a chance to check that out. I mean, they come through here every so often anyways. I mean, what, like every... She kind of thinks for a second. Oh, I guess, yeah, they come through here every about year. They're early this year, though.
Are they?
Yeah.
How early?
Couple weeks, maybe... Yeah, a couple weeks early.
Okay.
Usually
I might check
expect
it out.
in the fall more than the summer.
I'm gonna have to check it out then, because I absolutely adore performers.
Oh yeah, it was a good time. The market actually is really cool too. There's a lot of stuff there I haven't seen before. They must get it from like the outer reach cities and whatnot. It's really nice. Stuff I haven't even seen in Crestwood even.
I do have one question. Is there something going on in the town?
What do you mean going on? And yeah, no. What do you mean going on?
I just I had told you I'm from the church, right?
You told Nier. This is Issa,
Yeah.
the waitress.
I told you you're from the church, right? It's just every once in a while I get this feeling that something's a little off. And usually it's right. And right now in the town it just
The town feels off.
feels like somebody shot in my coffee.
Okay. So kind of looks is like I don't know of anything off. I mean, we've seen more late mages lately, and like I said, the carnival came in earlier. I know there's some weird stuff. Well, not weird. There's some big thing going on in Crestwood pretty soon. I guess they're gonna have a lot of celebration and people going up there and whatnot. That could
That
be
might
like,
be it.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in Halston because we're not far from them. That people travel here.
Okay. Thank you very much for answering. I know it's a weird question, and I sometimes don't even understand it myself. I'm still learning the whole process of, whatever this is.
Yeah, it's well, can't say there's anything any more weird than usual going on around here.
Okay. All right. So table number 2 had what was it? It was an ale and
Ale, some of the goose, and a mead.
right. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Would you like to try and go handle it yourself?
I would very much like to.
All right then. I go right on ahead. I will be back here if you need anything. Just keeping an eye out.
Can I not roleplay that part?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Okay.
Pretty
Don't
much
want
you
to
just walk out to there because we're actually going to go back to the people that are underneath the kitchen right now to roll perception. Tess and Lida. That's what you also hear, but I'm going to get you to roll on it because there's a... Bran has now left the kitchen area. Your dice hate you.
Yeah.
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 Did you want to use any inspiration to fix that? Because I think you have one or two.
I have one.
I mean, it's always up to you. I'm never going to say it, but just a reminder that everyone that you do have that stuff if you ever feel you need to use it.
I'll use mine. Or, yeah.
Okay. This means you re-roll it. Worthwhile? Yay for an improvement. Little, once Bran is caught, has stepped away and whatnot, and you hear kind of the footsteps walking away, you catch a little bit of whispering between some people where it's like, did you hear that? Something weird going on. Oh my god. Do you think they know? I don't think they know. She might know. She wouldn't know. Shut up. We should maybe ask her if she wants to. She's new here. We shouldn't ask her. We should totally ask her. She might be able to use that stuff to help us. Shh! And back to the sounds of, like, dishes being washed and things being cut. Angry fiddle.
Angry fiddle.
Someone found it.
Somebody found an angry fiddle?
Someone found angry fiddle.
Yeah.
Angry fiddle. Thank you, chat, for finding an angry fiddle.
That one down to Georgia's probably the closest I can.
Oh no, they didn't find a song.
I kind of figured. Angry fiddle's probably.
They found for me the little angry fiddle because I always just imagine like a angry fiddle. So we have a real angry fiddle. All right. The two of you are in that cellar halfway, kind of semi up the stairs, because that's where you can hear into the kitchen. Bran is out serving someone in the kitchen itself. It is getting into about dinner time of the afternoon, so we're looking at 4 or 5 o'clock of the day.
And how much longer do we have until I have to be back?
Until you have to be back is, of course, as up to you, as long as you would let Langla know that you would not be there for the performance. She generally can find another performer to step in. However, if you do not, you do have a show at 7 p.m. Well, 7-ish.
I think if Tess is okay with staying here a little longer, I will miss my show.
Is the celebration tonight?
No, the celebration in Crestwood actually happens about... I'm trying to think now the date line. We have another couple days here, and then travel. About 2.5 weeks from today. You are due to be in Crestwood a week, or half a week to a week before that, to set up and get ready for the big celebration that will be happening there.
So I have like a week and a half?
Yeah, until you have a couple more days in Halston, and then you have some travel time that we just never really RP out unless you need to stop for anything, and then you'll be in Crestwood.
Okay.
So
I'm good staying here a little longer if Tess is okay with staying here a little longer.
Are we staying underneath the floorboards?
No. No.
Where are we staying?
I think we should go up and try not to be seen and make our way to a table.
Okay, sounds good.
Stealth! Roll them up.
And again.
Snicker, elf.
Snicka.
I will see about that.
Yay! Yay!
Okay, good. There's another nat 20.
There's another nat 20. Holy cow! The elf has gone super sneaky all the way. You managed to get up and into the tavern again without anybody seeing you, and not only that, but you sit at a table, and you're not seen actually entering the table, or sitting down at that table. So the unfortunate part is you do get ignored for a little while for someone to come over and ask you if you want anything to eat or drink. The downside of being really sneaky.
There is no downside, actually. I like to do that. But if she heard anything.
Yes, I heard what Bran said, which I think that you heard as well. and then like their whole little conversation. And then after,
Can you give me a rundown? Sorry.
Bran was talking to them and asking them if they like he sensed something strange and if anything strange was going on, and they said no. Just that, that we're here early, unexpected, which I didn't know that we were here that early. And then that there's more mages in town, which they also think is strange. But they're blaming it all on, the celebration that we're going to. And then he left to, go wait tables, and they were saying, that they should talk to Bran.
Brent is she, by the way.
Oh yeah, Brian is she, I believe, right?
That something is going on, but they don't really want to talk about it. Well, they're going back and forth to talk about it or not. So maybe we can track down Bran to our table and see, if she can get some more information.
Yeah, absolutely. Where'd she go?
Oh, she's around serving. It's just that you guys were so sneaky that you haven't been asked if you need anything, because no one's seen you at that table.
Bran doesn't see us.
And now you guys pop out of stealth, and it's like, hi, we want to order something.
Should Bran look for us?
Bran would be the one to come serve you. Well, the other waitress might join with assistance, but that's up to Bran if Bran needs it or not.
Want to try this one myself? Hi, you two. How you doing? What would you like? We have some very nice ale out right now.
And we know it's you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we were underneath the floorboards,
Okay.
and I'll give you like the rest of the details later because it's kind of boring. But we heard you talking to them, and after you left the room, they were going back and forth, kind of like whether to tell you
All right.
about
Thank
like something sneaky and fun. So if you can get some more information, and we'll just kind of like sit here.
I'll try to. It's kind of asking outright is not a good plan. But is there something you guys want?
What's the soup of the day?
So,
I think it is a stew with venison. It's a venison stew. It's actually really nice. I smelled it on the way out, actually. It smells. I think it's got some carrots, some parsley.
I'll have some of that, please.
All right. So one soup and Lydia?
Little just take some mead.
Mead. All right. Good choice. I'll be back with that in a couple minutes. Walks off.
Alrighty. Find this recipe next. It's like asking about the soup of the day, and I'm like, there used to be a soup I had. It was a mushroom soup, but it wasn't a cream of mushroom soup. I'm like, oh my god, what's this soup? I was gonna use that one. It's like, it's this kind of mushroom soup. But now I don't know it.
It's okay.
Damn. Alright, it's gonna...
And I walk back into the kitchen.
Alright, you go back into the kitchen. The two that were whispering and whatnot, seem to like... You can't quite catch if they're like looking at you a bit, or you're kind of alerted to it thanks to the two of them. Tess letting you know about it. But you don't think they're looking at you in that kind of way where it's like, kind of
If I ever catch them staring, I'm just going to look at them and wink.
Okay. They kind of like, the half-elf goes back to their work, and the dwarf goes back to the dishes. So, yep, okay. Leave me alone for that.
So,
Need something?
yeah, we've got two customers. One wants mead, and the other would like soup today.
Alright, I will get them an order of the stew. So,
Thank you.
it kind of gets dished out, and the bartender up front, I think, Mar, for the name, goes to pour an ale of that kind of thing. It's like just the house ale, pretty much. And it gets passed to you to take it out with that.
Thank you very much. Go out, bring your food.
Did you learn anything?
It's only been like 5 minutes.
That's 5 minutes of questions.
I can't just blurt it out. If I do look suspicious, then I will be out of here before you finish that drink.
I mean, do you need this job?
No, but to leave a staff like this under staffed is probably not the best idea.
I mean, restaurants usually run understaffed, but...
I mean, so you care, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. Would you?
Wouldn't I? No, because I have a job.
I have a job too.
Okay.
I'll be back. Go back to the kitchen. Sorry?
I said I will make a scene.
Oh God.
To get information.
I will make a scene if you don't get me information. Alright. You go back. What do you do?
Hey, there were these guys staring out, or staring at us through the window, by the way. They were kind of weird looking.
The dwarf kind person? What do you mean weird looking?
I don't know, one had like this blue thing hovering over his shoulder. And I don't know. Something was off about them.
The dwarf and the half-elf kind of share a look. And they kind of turn to you and it's like... they're mages. How do you, do you like mages? Do you know any?
I've done a few. Depends on the mage, really. Some of them are god-awful.
Yeah, that's one of the god-awful ones. They've kind of been... They came to town. We're looking for people and whatnot. We had to... Also, the dwarf's like, shh! It's like, no, it's fine. Have I understood you? We kind of are a bit bothered by them being in town because they're generally from Crestwood, and we've heard the stories from Crestwood. They're not very polite. They're not ones that we actually want around here much.
I can understand why. They were literally creepy looking. I mean, just the way they were looking at me, just... Ew.
Well, you're a tiefling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently there's something up there about that. I mean, we see Faun's art and the caravans and carnivals that go through here. We just don't care much anymore. You keep your hands to yourself, we'll be fine with it, kind of thing, But back at Crestwood seems there's something. We've heard rumors, we've heard things. I mean, and the dwarf again's like, shh! Stop it already! You're already too far. God.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause everybody to... I didn't cause too much strife. I just, was kind of worried.
Delphel kind of looks at the dwarf, looks like, you're worried. You know what, if you're really worried, we might be able to help with that.
What do you mean?
Oh, we can't really talk about it here too much. But later, off shift later. Wait here.
Alright.
We'll be back after shift for stuff like that. We'll have a regular shift though in the meantime.
Oh, I wouldn't... I'm enjoying myself at this job, so... Yeah, later.
Yeah, serving. If you're enjoying yourself, you're enjoying yourself. Good to know. Glad you are. We're going to cut it there actually for the evening then, because oh my gosh, you've got invited to secret things. Unless you want to go tell Lida and Tess first.
I'm just going to tell them about that.
Okay.
That's about it.
Hey guys. guess what, guys?
Guess what, guys? I'm in the secret organization. They gave me a ring and everything.
Yeah. So Sylvia Brand comes out and informs you guys that, oh my god, there's stuff going on, guys. And what do you actually do to tell Lyda and Tess about this?
I've got a meeting with the people in the... sorry. Gotta get back into Brand's head.
Yeah, no worries.
There's a meeting that I'm going to tonight. Managed to talk my way in. I'll see you guys later. Probably later tonight. So there's not much you can do here otherwise.
Well, we're going with you, so.
Make sure you're not seen, please.
Well, of course.
Good luck. Easy.
Okie dokie. So that's where we're at right now, and that's where we're going to stop this session of Faun's Heart. Bran invited to a meeting of sorts. Gonna do the quick goodbyes here. You all are all welcome to say goodbye and your things as well. But for those of us that watch us live, you can also find our videos on 0d20.com after the fact. We are actually also looking at turning this into a podcast with audio as well, so look for that in the future so you can listen on the go to Faun's Heart. You can find more 0d20 in general at 0d20.com. Tweet at us at 0d20 _. Find us on Facebook. It's 0d20. If you like us, leave us reviews on YouTube, talk to us on 0d20, talk to us there. If you like us, you'll want to check out the other shows we have coming up, which is we currently have the Fracturia podcast. We also are having Wayfarers, another D&D one coming up, and Lost Vancouver, which is our new Changeling coming out, which me and Holly are actually going to be in.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward because I've never played that system before. I've played World of Darkness systems, but not that one, so woo! I will toss this stuff up so people can see all the information from there. That opening song that you heard during those first few minutes is Amongst Serenity. I love Hadron so much. You can hear me listening to Hadron if I do art stuff or Twitch stuff. Any other stuff from anyone that they want to say or mention or anything like that?
We're also having our Bringing Kids to the Table.
Yes! That's something they were doing too. Thank you for reminding me. You can talk about that, Sarah. Sarah Lynn.
So me and Jalen are going to do like a mini series of Bringing Kids to the Table, which is just like small like tabletop games that you can like introduce your kids to. Most of them are going to be free, and like PDF printables so that you can play with your kids. Non-violent-ish, like if you don't like swords and stuff like that. And then some of them are a little like slashy, but you know, all of them do have ratings.
Yeah, we'll talk about like the age range and things like that for them as well, because we know some that are for different levels, and then also how to like we're gonna probably all discuss like why it's actually good to bring kids to the table, but why it's good to actually have kids play these games and start them young on these kind of things. So yeah, I almost forgot about that because you and me are actually gonna start recording that this week, aren't we? This week or the next?
What? Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, if we can get our schedules to line up. But yeah, awesome. All this stuff, again, 0d20.com. Check us out. Listen to us. We have so many cool things coming on the go.
Oh, and me and Jay play Don't Starve.
Yeah. We also play Don't Starve when we get a chance to, where it's like, hey, let's just go see how long we'll stay alive. The current reigning minute, I think, is like 45 minutes or something like that.
We didn't die.
We keep getting
Well,
resurrected.
I mean, we did.
We did, but we resurrect. We resurrect.
We did.
Yeah, so anyone else who actually wants to join too for games on like
Foggy Seeds.
if you ever want to join us for playing games online, I mean, I don't know about Sarah Lynn. I know I'm pretty easy to find, but just tweet at me on our Twitter. You can either ask for, hey, who plays on the 0d20? Ask the 0d20's Twitter about that, or I am Crazy J on Twitter. You can find my information on the 0d20 website.
I think my Twitter is like what, Sarah Lynn? But it also says like in my description that it's Lyda the Halfling from Faun's Heart.
Yeah.
So, and it has my Twitch on there, and I don't put my information up for like my Steam ID and stuff like that, but I will like PM them.
That's something we should see about the cast stuff, where it's like, find us all over the place for wherever we say you can find us, depending on where we like being found. something to discuss, something to figure out.
Well, I've just had like creepy people find me like from Reddit,
Yeah.
like add me on Steam, and I'm like, I don't know who you are, and like usually it's like fine because like I know you can like link your Steam ID in the games, but I've had like some creepy people add me, and I don't know where they add me.
That's frightening. Yeah, I haven't had that quite yet with Steam stuff, but Facebook had a few moments like that. So
Yeah.
my Twitter's
But
not
if you
so
PM
bad.
me, I'll send it to you.
Yeah. If it's a Twitter also as well, you can find me on Twitter there to find my stuff. But anyways, we actually have a bunch of things coming around the corner. Holy crap, guys. And if you're actually in Vancouver area or Victoria area, Faun's or 0D20 is going to be at Atlantasy. We're also looking, if you're in Seattle area in September, we're looking at going to Geek Girl Con.
Yeah, I think you might like fold the United States so I can get there like in less than a day, in like 2 hours.
We'll look at all that stuff to make sure we can get you there. Because we want as many people from 0D20 there as possible. So, like, I want everybody there. I literally want everybody there. So, I will be working my butt off to try and get everybody there. I don't care how broke y'all are. We're going to find a way.
Yay!
It's more so the driving getting there because I don't feel like driving for over a
An
day.
hour. Yeah, that's a day
Day
and
and
a
2
half
hours.
driving is kind of rough.
Well, that's without stopping.
Alright, anyways, I'm going to say goodbye because we're probably going to talk afterwards. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Yep. Out here.